Hey everybody, today's going to be a little bit different. We spent a lot of time going over a lot of technical specs, pro-rated gear, but if you're new to hiking and you want something that's simple, comfortable, and affordable, this video is for you. So we're going to be breaking down our best rated beginner hiking boot, and that is the Merrell Moab 3. In plain English, no jargon, and all based on real testing. So the Merrell Moab 3 is one of the most popular hiking boots out there. We'll be going over a little technical details to look out when you're looking for a new pair of hiking boots. Overall, the Merrell Moab 3 is priced at $110 to $140, depending on whether you get the waterproof or non-waterproof version, which we'll get to in a second. They do come in a regular fit and a wide fit. I use the normal size and it fit perfectly for me. So comfort, what you want to look for in comfort of a hiking boot is right when you put it on, the insole is the inside part of the boot you'll feel in the footbed. You want to feel how cushy it is, if it's stiff or static, or if your feet happen to sink into it. You want a little bit of sinking of your feet into the boot. You don't want it to be overly plush, and we'll get to why that's a bad thing in a second. Overall, the Merrell Moab 3 has a nice middle ground between not being overly plush, however firm enough. Next, it has a nice sleek sock liner within the boot. What that does is it lines the inside of the boot so the leather outside of the boot doesn't press in on your foot. The toe box here is nice and wide. Most users want a wide toe box because the more narrow a hiking boot tends to be, it will press in on your toes, which you obviously don't want. And reason why you want a very wide toe box is so your toes can splay out. The wider base you can form inside your hiking boot, the better stability you're going to have on the trail. So these are not like running shoes. You definitely want the widest toe box you can possibly get for stability. Next, you want to check out the ankle comfort here. So this is a mid hiking boot, meaning it goes up midway towards your ankle. There are high top hiking boots, and then there are low cut that look just like shoes. And those are obviously hiking shoes. This is a boot. So you want to see how plush the ankle collar is. This is the collar of the hiking boot. And one thing you want to check for is while you're on an incline while hiking, see how much your heel presses into this and see if you have any discomfort, pain, things like that. Most hiking boots usually have a nice plush heel collar here, and that's something you'll definitely want to look out for. The next thing you want to look at is traction. So you want to take a look at the outsole of the hiking boot. That's this. And you want to take a look at the lugs. So the lugs are little projections of rubber on the hiking boot. We won't get into very technical specs, but basically a lot of hiking boots have chevron-shaped lugs, which are like in an oblique pattern. This hiking boot actually does not. It has two different lug patterns. It has different lug patterns towards the sides of the boot, which is great, especially when you're going uphill or you're trying to hold stability on the trail. And it has different lugs up here through the middle that are 5 millimeters. That's usually the general rule of thumb for hiking boots, about 5 millimeter lugs, and that helps shed mud while you're on the trail as well. You want to give the hiking boot a nice torsional stability test. This is about mid-range. As you test more hiking boots, you get a better idea. So basically, you don't want your foot moving internally in the hiking boot while you're hiking. What you want is your foot to be nice and stable within the shoe and to hug your foot just like a glove. That allows you to have better stability while you're on the trail. Next, you want to check the lacing system. So most hiking boots, you can change how tight or loose the fit is with specialized lacing techniques. That's for a different video. You want to check how many eyelets are on the top of the boot. That'll see how secure of an ankle fit you can get. With the Moab 3, you can get a very nice tight fit around your ankle. Like I said, the ankle cuff on this is not as high as other hiking boots. Therefore, it only needs one eyelet. So with this one, I get a nice tight fit. When you tie down on your hiking boot, you want to feel how tight the tongue is, which is this of the hiking boot, is on the top of your foot. If it's too tight, obviously you're going to get numbness and pain while you're hiking. So you want to see how plush that is as well. Next, you want to check the hiking boot for protection areas. So protection areas you want to look at are on the forefoot here at the toe box and the heel. Usually there's rubber caps there. You want to see how far that expands, because if you're going to hit your foot against something sharp on the trail, you want something to protect you. It's happened to me before where something sharp can pierce right through your boot, and you definitely don't want that on the trail. Same thing in the heel here. Check for any protective areas. They're usually made out of rubber. And then sometimes on the sides of the boot, you'll have extra protection areas, but not always. This boot has nice rugged leather, so you don't have to worry about the overall protection on the sides as much. Hiking boots where they're made out of synthetic or welded materials, that tends to concern me because they can rip easily or tear. Also, you want to check the abrasion protection of the leather on the hiking boot as well. One thing you want to look out for is the stack height. Basically what that is how far the rubber of this hiking boot comes up off the ground. Higher stack heights will have better shock absorption. So if you have trouble with sore ankles, knees, joints, things like that, you'll want a higher stack hiking boot. This is about a mid-stack hiking boot. It does have very good shock absorption for a mid-stack hiking boot. Ways you want to test this on the trail, especially when you're coming down an ascent, you want to see how much of that shock is your body absorbing versus how much the boot is actually absorbing. One of the last things you want to check for is if the hiking boot is waterproof or not. So things to look out for in a waterproof hiking boot, you'll see the word Gore-Tex or GTX. That is a brand name for waterproofing. So basically, if you have a waterproof hiking boot, you should be able to go through creek crossings, rivers, things like that, and submerge your boot fully without any water getting in. Hiking boots that are waterproof tend to be less breathable than non-waterproof hiking boots, and they are more expensive. That's something to consider. A lot of hikers actually don't need waterproof hiking boots. Think about all the environments you're going to be in before making your purchase. That's something to really take into account, especially in the hot summer weather where the hiking boots tend to not be as breathable. This version of the Merrell Moab 3 is waterproof. However, I would say the breathability is about mid-range. It's not overly hot, but also, again, it's not super well ventilated either. One of the last things you want to worry about with a hiking boot is durability. Are you going to get the best bang for your buck? How long is this boot going to last you? So this hiking boot is mainly made up of leather, which is one of the more durable materials. You want to check the hiking boot for all the stitching zones within the boot. The more stitching zones you have, meaning if there's one continuous line of stitch versus 6 to 7, the more stitching zones you have, that puts more stress risers on the boot, and more stress risers tend to wear down the boot quicker. So this has about 2 stitching zones. I've tested this for over 100 miles now. It actually has excellent durability. The other things you want to look out is if the boot has more synthetic material or welded material. Those materials are usually lighter. They don't last as long as leather hiking boots. And that's about it, guys. So this is our number one best beginner hiking boot. Like I said, it's anywhere from $110 to $140. You'll never pass anybody on the trail not wearing a Merrell Moab. It is a very extremely popular hiking boot. One of the best other attributes about it too is that you can use it as a normal boot throughout the day as well. Keep in mind, it will wear quicker, but people who are outside working or any sort of manual labor jobs love this hiking boot. Thanks for listening to our video today. There are links down below at the lowest price to purchase with the Merrell Moab in the description. There are also discounts running from time to time. Also, don't forget to please like and subscribe. We have a bunch more content coming out soon. Check out our website, mountaineerjourney.com, where it has all of our reviews, comparisons, and best of guides on there, and a full written review of the Merrell Moab. Thanks again.